We're going to start lying on our back here. So go ahead and roll to your side and find a supine position. Have your feet wider than the pelvis, perhaps as wide as your mat. Arms open to the side. 3 deep breath. Deep releasing breath. Inhale. Exhale, allow your body to arrive on the mat. Allow your body to be heavy and be on the mat. In breath. Two more breaths. Make your breath meaningful. Repeat after me here. I release the weight of today. I release the weight of today. And then we're going to continue to hip roll. So just lowering the legs to one side to me. And your head can turn over to the other side. And back to center. And the other way. And back to center. And around. I release the weight of today. One more each side. And back to center. Bring the leg closer to each other and take your right leg up on top of the left. Externally rotate the right thigh. Bring the left leg up. Loop your hand through and grab onto the back of the left thigh. We're going to fold the hip to your chest and release the hip away. To stay in this gluteal stretch, we fold and release. We fold. 2 more. Last. And we fold it again and we stay for our glute stretch. Allow the right elbow to push the right thigh away from you as you deepen the fold and the stretch on the other hip. Weight bearing a little bit more to the left side. And we stay here. In breath. I release the weight of today. One more breath. We lower the foot down. And then from here, keep that leg alignment here. And then go ahead and rotate the thigh over towards the left side. Open the arm out to a T position and take your right arm pushing the right thigh away. Pressing the right hip away and stay for another 3 breaths. I release the weight of today. One more. And bring the leg back to the middle. Release the leg. And let's go over to the other side. I've got the left leg up here. And then loop my arm through behind the right thigh. We fold the hip, resisting the left thigh with the left elbow. And release. In breath folding. In breath folding. 3 more. One more and bring it close and stay. Use the left elbow to push the left thigh away. And stay here for another 3 breaths. I release the weight of today. And lower the leg down. Open the arm. Rotate the leg over to the right side. And then using the left hand to press the left thigh away from the hip. And stay. In breath. I release the weight of today. One more. And release the arm, bring the leg back to the middle and release the leg. And let's set the leg for our pelvic curl. So feet aligned with the sit bone, arms long by the side. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, the abdominal would deepen to imprint the back. And then the hamstring kicks on to press the pelvis up. Reaching the thigh bone over to the knee. Press the arm to activate the back muscle and keep the abdominal active here. In breath. Exhale, we roll the spine down, 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 and release. In breath. And exhale. We articulate up. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, rolling down. Release. In breath. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale, lengthen the front of the hip to the knee. Exhale, rolling down. And we roll up. We're going to do 3 more times here. Now this time, bring the arms overhead. We'll reach back. And exhale, we roll the spine down. And then release the arm down by the side. Again, exhale, abdominal drawing in. Imprint the back, press the pelvis up here. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, roll the spine down. Release back. And the arms come right back down. Again, exhale to roll up. Inhale to reach the arms overhead. Exhale to roll down. Inhale, the arms come down by the side. Good job. Now, bringing the leg closer to me. Dorsiflex the foot, slide the leg out. And then bring it up. This is my left leg. We point the foot, bend. Lower, dorsiflex, slide the leg and reach. Fold and lower. Keep the pelvis nice and stable. Two more. Last one. Stay up. Grab the back of the legs here. We're going to soften the knee. Extend. Reach. For hamstring stretch. Soften the hip and the knee. And then straighten the leg away. In breath, softening. Allow the pelvis to be heavy. Repeat after me. I softened and surrender. Last one. I softened and surrender. And stay. Ankle roll for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And dorsiflex the foot again and bring the arms by the side for our hip circle. We bring it across the body, down and around 1. Nice and small. Inhaling. Exhaling. Stability in the pelvis. One more set. Reverse. Out, down, around. Inhale. In breath. One more set. Good. Bend the knee. Lower down. Let's go to the other side. Dorsiflex. Reach the leg long. Up. We point. Lower. Stretch up and fall. We lower, dorsiflex, lengthen, up and fall. And two more. Last one. And then bring the leg back up again. Grab the back of your thigh. Softening the hip and the knee. Allow the pelvis and the sit bone to be heavy here. And stretch. Eyes softened. And surrender. And 3. Eyes softened. And surrender. 2 more. Last here. Stay. Ankle circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. And dorsiflex the ankle again. Take the arm down by the side. Let's go leg circle across the body. Down. In breath. And 2. And 3. Reverse. In breath. And 2. And last. Stay. We're good. Bend and lower. Beautiful work. Let's go ahead and roll to your side. Face me. Legs stacked together. Arms long together here. You can allow the head to just relax onto the floor. We're going to do some chest opening here. Reaching the top arm forward. Bring the arm to a shoulder side and rotate back. Inhale, lengthening. And we close. Reach the arm up and open. Reach up and close. One more. Reach up and open. Reach up and close. Now windmill arm. We're going to take it forward. Bring an arm overhead. Trail the floor. Bring the arms behind you. Bring it down. And again, inhale, 2 more. Reach far away. Bring the arm overhead. Trail the floor. Look back to your arm and down with the arm one more time. Reach far and up further and back even further and then down and in front of you. Now reverse. We reach, take it down, take it back, reach it up, over and forward. And again, 2 more. Reach it back, up, over, forward. 1 more. Up, over, and forward. And come back to center. Rotate. Let's go over to the other side. Now I'm going to be facing away from you, and so you are. So are you, but we're going to reach it up for the windmill arm, bring the arm up, and then we're going to rotate and look at each other. Hello, reach out, bring it up, and down. Again, reach far and up. Open and hello, lengthen out, and then bring it over. Again, reach forward, keep the movement fluid, and out. Reach out, up, and forward. Now, windmill, reach forward, take it over. back, and open, and down. And repeat after me. My spine moves with fluidity and reach out. And down, my spine moves with fluidity and back. And then bring it down and forward. Let's reverse direction. Reach away, bring it down, and we open up overhead and down to the front. Again, reach far and down and back, and reach up overhead and down. Again, reach forward and down and back. Reach up overhead. My spine moves with fluidity. And then bring it back. Lie on your back here. Good job. All right, now from here, bringing one leg up to tabletop, second leg up to tabletop, squeeze the leg together, spine twist supine over to me as we inhale. Drawing the center, allow the back to lengthen. Exhale. In breath over. Exhale. Abdominal pull you in. In breath over. Exhale. Finding that deep connection in the abdominal as you pull the legs back. And rotating, heavy in the shoulder. And last one. Good work. One leg down. Second leg down. Interlacing the hands behind your head. Feet hip width apart. Elbows into your peripheral vision here and to your chest lift. We breathe out. Drawing the abdominal. Lifting high. Gaze to your thigh. Inhale. Exhale, we return. Exhale, lift up and forward. In breath. Exhale, we come down. And lift. I'd like to invite you to find peace as you lift your chest into this chest lift. By connecting deep into your abdominal. Lifting. Focus forward in breath. And lower. One last. And down. Beautiful work. Bring the legs together. Walk your feet slightly further away from your pelvis and reach the arms overhead for our supported roll up here. We'll lift the arms up, gaze forward, grabbing or pressing on the side of your thigh, deepening the abdominal imprint in the back, and lift yourself up. And stay in that curve, C curve, as you come over the pelvis in breath. And exhale, keep that C curve, roll the pelvis to the floor, roll the lower back to the floor, then take the arms with you, funnel the ribcage down to the pelvis, and inhale, the arms come up, that high chest lift to lift up, imprinting the back, and up we go, over to that C curve, inhale. And then rolling the pelvis back, sacrum to the floor, and arms overhead. My spine moves with fluidity, lifting, imprint. My spine moves with fluidity, and over, in breath, and exhale, rolling the pelvis back, sacrum back, and arms overhead. One last one. Inhaling, imprinting, and lifting up into that C curve and lift the back upright. Good job. Come face me. hip rolls. Beautiful session. I'm feeling relaxed. Relax. Good. Now let's go hip roll. Your feet can be wider than the pelvis here. Just go ahead and drop the leg to one side. And then this back arm is going to swing and reach over diagonally and give me a slight extension at the end range. And then bring it back and roll everything back to the middle. Other side, over, reaching the arm up to your end range and give me a little extension here. Open heart, open chest, and bring it back to center. My spine moves with fluidity. Reaching up and then bring it back. And we go in breath. Allow the breath to take you to a journey of movement that's never taken before. And then drift away into that journey, lifting. Surrender to your breath. Give it a try. Inhale. Take it further. Take it where you've never reached before. You thought you couldn't reach there. But once you listen to your breath, it takes you far into adventures that is super meaningful to your body. And in breath and mind. And I can do this the whole day. Let's do one more time. In breath. We're going to have like 2 hours class here. So let's just give this a last one. And back. I'm drifting. And reach up. And back. All right, come back. All right, let's go to your mermaid. Onto our triangle sit here. Arms out, long, spine tall like a pillar. Now here, we're going to just tilt diagonally. Yes, this hip will float a little bit. Now, placing here, still got that beautiful spine. You're thinking, what I want you to think is rotating in the hip here and this shoulder, and you're going to bring the spine to a side facing. Once you got that, the other arm, the outside arm is going to reach forward in front of the shoulder. Now rotate from the shoulder, the left shoulder, the bottom shoulder, and the hip. Come back to here, and then the arm, all right? So the sequence, right shoulder, right hip. Rotate. Once you got the side facing, continue the left arm forward. And now rotate to the front facing with the right shoulder, right hip there. So it's just the shoulder in the hip, the arm pressed down. Again, rotate arm, and then rotate the shoulder and the hip, and then open. And my spine moves with fluidity. And I reach it up and open. One more. Rotate, reach it up. And then now, this time we're going to rotate and hold that. This arm is going to thread under. Now you're going to keep the length through the spine, and you're going to rotate to the back to wherever the arm and the spine can take you. But I want you to keep the length. Don't collapse. Stay long. Stay alive. Stay connected here. Breathing. Reach as far as you can. One more. De-rotate, arm out. Rotate back to me. All right, and here. Other side. All right. Arms. Lift. Lengthen. Out. Now. Left hip, left shoulder. To rotate the spine. Once you have that side facing, right arm, continue the journey in front of the shoulder. And then left shoulder, left hip to rotate forward. And the arm press. Again, rotate. And back. And down. And in breath. Side. left shoulder, left hip, arm. Rotate and side. 2 more. Last one. All right. And then rotate. We're going to do that backward rotation here. And again, I want the spine to stay long. And then thread the arm through. Yes, we're going to rotate the spine, but without flexing. So rotate and look to the back. Come alive with the spine. Energy through both arms. Energy through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Good. Release the arm. De-rotate. And come back out. All right, let's go to our cat stretch. All right, modified cat stretch, that is. Arm, vertical alignment, knees slightly forward from your hip. So we're not vertical here, we're slightly diagonal. Okay, long through the spine, pushing the floor away here. Now, lower abs pulling up to create a C curve. Right, the C curve happens in the lumbar lower spine area, not so much in the upper spine, okay? I want you to focus on finding this. So lumbar, using the abdominal, not by pushing the pelvis forward. Lumbar lower spine. Right, now from here, we're going to sit down and enjoy the delicious stretch in the back. And then bring your body over, shoulder over the wrist. Release the spine and take the upper spine to a thoracic, to an extension. Thoracic is middle upper back spine. And then to that neutral. Now the lower spine, lift up to a flexion, lower spine and sacrum. Then we go sitting down to the heels, keep the hands exactly where they are. The more you draw in the abdominal, the deeper the stretch, the more delicious stretch you're going to get. And now bring back over the wrist. Release through the spine. And then take the upper middle back to an extension without creasing, jamming the neck. I want the neck to stay long. And then come back to that neutral and then lower abs pulling back. Sitting down to the heels. Oh, good. That's a delicious, delicious stretch. And then bringing back. So obviously, I need the stretch today. And then elongate through the spine and take the upper middle back up to an extension without breaking that neck. So keep the neck long. Keep the back of the neck uncreased. And then one more, lumbar spine. This is your last chance to enjoy that beautiful stretch. And then bring it back over to a thoracic extension. And then release. Tuck the toes. And now draw in the abdominal. You are strong. Repeat after me. I am strong. I'm alive. Now float the knee. Hold it there. I am strong. I'm alive. 2 more breaths. I am strong. I'm alive. 1 more. Lift the pelvis up to our up stretch. High like a Mount Everest here. Long through the spine, uncrease the neck, head elongate, and lower the feet down. Enjoy the stretch of the line of the back of the body. In breath. Exhale. You can turn the head left and right. And I am safe to rest deeply. I am safe to rest deeply. I'm safe to rest deeply as your body connects naturally and organically internally. Softening through the knees and walk your hands to your feet. And allow the body to rest on your thigh for a second. Allow the neck to be weightless. Allow the shoulder to be weightless. Softening through the eyebrow, cheekbone, jaw, forehead. And then from here, bringing the intention into your center abdominal, drawing the center to your back, curling the pelvis under as you start rolling the spine up. Coming to a present, alive, standing position. In breath. We exhale to roll down again, and as you roll down, allow your spine to roll segmentally, softening through the knees. In breath. And then again, exhale, lifting the abdominal to the spine. And allow the spine to start stacking up, coming to that standing, alive standing position where everything connects, where everything is balanced. Deep inhalation and exhalation. And then come to the floor again. And this is the session where you are welcome to stay here on the mat as long as you wish. Okay? So go ahead, find a pillow, a blanket, anything that you like. Opening the thigh, you can even put cushion underneath your thigh here. Opening the arms to the side and allow the body to be weightless. Allow the body to be heavy. I release the weight of today. That was our first affirmation of the class. I release the weight of today. And as you release the weight of today, repeat after me. I nurture myself with rest. I nurture myself with rest. I nurture myself with rest. And another breath, 3 deep releasing breaths. Allow your body and your mind to drift away with your breaths. Inhale. Stay listening to the rhythm and the music of your breath. And allow the breath to take you to a journey that you've never stopped before, whatever that is. This particular space, it is safe for you to nurture with rest. I thank you for joining me today. You may stay as long as you like. The space is yours. The space is safe. Drift away and find peace in your flow. And breathe away. I'll see you in the next class. Have a beautiful, peaceful rest. We're going to start lying on our back. Nice and easy. Now I want you to extend your right leg down onto the floor and then go ahead and lift the left leg up. Hug your leg to your chest for me, please. I want you to really compress that left hip bone, pressing the thigh bone really tightly to your chest. And as you do so, extend the right leg long on the floor. Keep the pelvis anchoring down to the floor as much as you can, meaning that your lower spine should be nice and long. And let's stay here. In breath. Exhale, we compress. Stay there for 10, 9, keep reaching the right leg away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And let's do the other side. Extend the left leg. Let's take the right leg up. Compress the thigh bone to your chest here. And we stay. In breath. Lengthening the spine to the floor or on the floor. Extending the left leg long. Exhale, compress a little deeper. And stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the other leg up. We'll do double hip compression. Press the thigh bone to your chest and taking care that we are going to lengthen the pelvis down to the floor. Elongate the spine as we compress down. And we stay here for another 10. Keep pressing down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. One foot down and second leg down. Bring your feet wider than the pelvis. You can bring it as wide as the mat. Arms out to the side. Onto our hip roll. We're going to drop the leg over to your right. I would like you to glue the lower rib cage to the floor and try to lengthen the thigh bone as low as you can to the floor. And come back to center. Over to the other side. Glue the rib cage down to the floor, meaning that we're not going to arch your back off the floor. Reach the thigh bone down as much as you can and bring it back to center. Inhale, we drop, reach. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, rotate, ribcage stays down. Exhale, come back. Inhale, we lower, rotate. Exhale, come back. So the ribcage girdles will stay down and anchor to the floor. And that way you are going to get a greater stretch around the hip socket. And above the pelvis, run the waistline and come back. One more each side. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, rotate. Exhale. Now we're going to add the arm. Inhale, rotate to the right. Now the left arm is going to go down and over to the other side. Bring it over the head. And back to your T position and the leg come back to center. Legs to the left, right arm down, trace it down on the floor, circle up, open the chest, come back to center. Inhale, leg to the right, arm down, over, return to center. Drop the left, arm down, and up. Open and center. One more set. In breath. Exhale, open. In breath, lower. Arm across. Exhale, opened. And come back to center. Good job. All right. Bring the feet in line with the pelvis. Arms long by the side onto a pelvic curl. All right, chest is open. Inhale, we prepare. Exhale, abdominal drawing in, empty the belly, imprint the lower back, articulate the spine all the way up to that bridge position. In breath, hold. Exhale, we roll down gradually, bone by bone, imprinting to the floor. And come back to your start position. Repeat. In breath. Exhale. We roll up. Inhale. Exhale. We roll down. And release. In breath. Exhale. We roll up again. All the way to the bridge. In breath. Exhale. We roll down. Back to the floor. Let's do one more time. In breath. Exhale. We roll up. Now this time, hold up. Lift the arms up. Bring them overhead. Pressing the arms gently to the floor and reaching the arm away from the spine. Exhale. We roll the spine down from the top, the middle, lower spine, pelvis, and come back to center, back to neutral pelvis. Now interlace the hands. Place the hands in the base of the skull onto our chest lift here. The elbows can come off a little bit here. As you breathe in, we exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we lift up. Lifting the chest, holding the belly in. Inhale, we hold. Exhale, we come down. Repeat. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. Again. Exhale, lift. In breath, hold. Exhale, down. Two more times. Exhale, lift. In breath. Exhale, down. Last one. Exhale. In breath. And come back down. Now let's add some rotation. Exhale, we lift. Rotate to the right. In breath. Rotate from the waist to the left. Rotate from the waist to the right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Last set. Right. Last one. Left. Center. And come back down. Good job. All right. Now, lift the left leg up to tabletop. Grab the back of your left thigh. Extend that leg up to the sky. I want you to flex the ankle like so. Dorsiflex it. Straighten the leg as much as you can. Now, what we're going to do here, plant the bottom down. I want you to press the leg against your hands. I want to hold the leg here. Stay there. Keep pushing down against your arms. For 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg as much as possible. And then release that push. And then bring the leg closer to your chest. So you feel the stretch in the back of your leg, your hamstrings. And then we repeat again. We press down against your arms. Hold that, plant the bottom down, stay. For 3, keep compressing, keep pressing down. 2, 1, release, and then bring the leg closer to you. And repeat 2 more times. We press down against the arms, stay. For 3, straighten the leg as much as possible. 2, 1, release, and bring the leg closer to your chest. Last one. And we press down, plant the bottom, hold. Push down. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. All right, now bring the leg upright as much as possible. Keep the pelvis stable. Now onto our leg circle. We're going to bring the leg across the body, down, away. For 1 circle, exhale, 2. So the leg needs to be rather straight, But I want you to keep the pelvis nice and stable. So use the quadricep to extend the knee as much as possible. And circle one round and then circle another round. Last set, in breath and exhale, we stay. Now reverse, over to the side, down and across one. Exhale, in breath. Exhale, in breath. Exhale. Last set. Exhale. And center hold. Good job. All right, now bring the leg across the body. You can rest the leg on top of the other leg. So my right knee will come inward. My left leg will go over here. And now I want you to invert the foot, sickle that. Opposite hand across the thigh. Release the pelvis down. I want you to press or bring the leg closer towards the floor. You can rest the thigh bone right on top of the other knee or the other thigh. And we stay. In breath. Exhale. Relax that pelvis down to the floor. Again, in breath. Exhale, allow the gravity to take the weight of the leg a little bit more. And 2 more breaths. Exhale. Last breath. Exhale. Come back to center. And then release. Good job. Place that leg down. Right, let's bring the other leg up. And grab the back of your thigh with your hands. Extend the leg as long as possible. Flex the ankle. Right. Now, we press down against the hands, against the arms. We stay there for 3. Keep pushing down. 2, 1. Release that. And then bring the leg closer towards you to your maximum ability for the stretch. Again, pressing away. Stay. 3, 2, 1. And then bring the leg closer towards you. Again. We press down. Stay. 3, 2, 1. And we bring and release the leg closer towards you. One last one, please. And we press. 3, 2, 1. And release the leg closer towards you. Go to your deepest stretch here. And release. Okay, onto the leg circle. Right, pelvis anchored down. Leg as straight as possible. Right, we go across the body, down around 1. And around 2. In breath, 1 circle. Exhale. In breath, 1 circle. Exhale. 1 more set. Exhale. Stay. We reverse. Out. 1. In breath. Out, down, 2. Exhale. And in breath. Fight that leg. Make sure you really try to straighten the leg as much as possible. And if it's shaking, let it be. And in breath. And exhale. Last set, in breath. And exhale, we stay. Good job. Bring the leg across the body. Release the ankle or sickle the foot or invert the foot. Rest the thigh bone on top of the others. Opposite arm pressing against the thigh. And then anchor the pelvis down. Allow the gravity to take the weight of the leg and stay. Breath in. Exhale. Breath in. The heavier you can keep your pelvis down, the greater the stretch will be. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Last one. And we come back to center. Beautiful. And release. All right. Now another hip roll, and then we're going to move it to some leg swing. So have your feet wider than the pelvis again. Arms will go out to the side. Here, we're going to lower the legs to the right, rib cage, anchoring down to the floor. And then bring it back to center, over to the other side. Exhale. Come back to center. Now, we rotate. From here, we're going to swing the top leg down, across, and back to center, come back. And then we lower, and we're going to swing the leg across and come back to center. Good. Again, we lower and top leg swing it across and back, center. I didn't mention that we need to keep the area around you nice and clear so we can move the legs around and center. And we'll lower. Try to get the toes down on the floor as much as you can. So we're kind of thinking about painting or drawing half a circle with your big toe and center. Last set, lower and swing across, back to center. And last one, lower, swing across, back to center, and beautiful. All right, legs together, please. You can have the feet a little bit further away from the pelvis. Onto our modified roll up here, the arms will go overhead. And then we inhale to lift the head and the chest up, grab the back of your thigh, imprint the lower back. So work on getting that C curve, and then lift up, come up into that C curve. Just readjust as you need. In breath, maintain the C curve. Exhale, let's get the sacrum down to the floor. Imprint the lower back. So really curl the pelvis under, and the arms will go overhead. Repeat. Inhale. Exhale, imprint the lower back. And then bring your body over the pelvis. In breath. Exhale, roll back down again. Pelvis down, lower back down. And the arms will go overhead. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, up we go. And come up into that C curve. Lifting the back straight. Straighten the leg as much as possible. Now for this one, for our spine stretch, I like you to really try to get that long back or long spine and try to straighten the leg as much as possible. But if this is absolutely impossible, grab some cushion or pillows, place it underneath your pelvis to raise your pelvis up. And that should help you to support your trunk a little better. Right, now from here, long back, legs as straight as possible, flex the ankle. Arms go forward here. We breathe in. We exhale. We roll the spine down. We bring the spine forward. Bring the pelvis forward. Find that stretch underneath the legs. In breath. Exhale. We roll back up. And we sit nice and tall. Breath in. And then breath out. We roll down. And then we go forward with the pelvis. In breath. Exhale, we roll up and come back up. Again, tall, tall, tall. And exhale, we roll down and forward. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we come back up again. And we'll lift one more time. We're going to add extension here. Exhale, we roll down and bring the pelvis forward, 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 forward. And then go ahead and grab the ankle bone or the calf. Now, extending the back. Nice and long in a diagonal position. So engage your back muscle. Try to bring that sternum up. Sending the sitting bone back. Hold up that position. Fire up your back. We stay. Hold this up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, go longer, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now release the grip of the legs, on the legs. Bring your body forward, a little deeper here. And then rolling up the spine upright. Okay, now spread the legs wide as possible. All right, we are going to stretch the adductors, the inner thighs. Tall with the spine, arms forward. First thing first, we're going to tip the pelvis forward.
And then we're going to bring the body closer to the floor. Wherever you are, try to keep the back as long as possible. So meaning that we try to refrain yourself from slouching, but rather growing tall and long through the spine. And we stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that. Can we go slightly further forward? Pull yourself forward. And now, once you find that maximum range for now, we're going to hold it again. Stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll repeat one more time. We're going to pull ourselves a little more towards the floor, a little bit more, a little closer. Okay, now once you find that new range, and we stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. And help yourself up. Good job. All right, now go ahead and bend the knees. I know how you feel. They are a little sore. Good work though. Okay, diamond leg position here. Your feet can be apart. Hands behind your head. Rotate your trunk towards me. And come back to center. The pelvis is stable. We rotate to the other side. Come back to center. The spine is long and tall. Center. In breath. Exhale. Last set. In breath. Exhale. In breath. Exhale. Now we add some lateral flexion, so side bending. Rotate towards me. In breath. Elbow to knee. Side bending. Come back up. Center. Rotate the other way. Elbow to knee. Come back up. Center. Rotate. Elbow to knee. Stretch out. Center. And rotate. Elbow to knee. And back. Last set. And back. Last one. Rotate. And back to center. Good job. And release. All right. Come face me. Into a mermaid position. Triangle at front. Triangle at the back. Hands behind you. Right. Lift the back. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to rotate the leg so we face the other way. And just keep twisting and reach. Again, breathe in and reach. So we're playing with the hip socket here, bringing the leg into what we call internal rotation and external rotation, mobilizing the hip, mobilizing the pelvis and the lumbar spine. Again, bring it in, up around, and up around. One more each side. And back. Go back to the first position again, into that mermaid. All right, now just readjust the position, nice and tall here. Okay, arms long by the side. We are going to go over to the back leg side. And then come back up. You got that? And over to the back leg side and stay. Take the top arm over, reach out, stay. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Now from here, we're going to rotate in the trunk. We're going to exhale, rotate in the trunk, and this arm is going to go underneath the other arm. Open. Again. 2 more. Exhale. We rotate. reaching the arm. It doesn't really go underneath, beg your pardon. It kind of go closer towards the other arm. Open. Last one. And rotate. Reach the arm, twist more, and come back up and upright. Release. Let's switch leg. Arm out to the side and side bending and come back up. Now, side bending, we stay. Upward arm over you. Reach across. In breath. And then bring it up. Again, 2 more. Inhale, reach across. And then bring it up. 1 more. Inhale, reach across. And then reach out. And now we rotate. We rotate in the spine. We bring the arm as close as possible towards the other one. And we open. Again. Exhale. Rotate. In breath. Open. 1 more. Exhale. Rotate. In breath. Open. Come back up. Beautiful work. All right, let's go onto our front. Onto our back extension. Arms long by the side. Let's just do 4 of this. We're going to inhale, reach the crown of the head, lifting the head, neck, upper back, middle back off the floor, arms long by the side. Exhale, come down. Again, inhale. We lift. Exhale. Release. 2 more. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Beautiful work. Right, bring the right forearm underneath your forehead. Grab the left ankle with the left hand. Okay, now we're going to gently press down with the right forearm. We're going to lift the back and the thigh bone up, becoming into like a single rocking prep position. Single arm and leg, that is, and release. Again, we in breath, extending the spine, lifting the thigh bone up. Exhale, release. 2 more times. In breath, lift. Exhale. We go down. Last one. In breath, lift. Exhale. We switch. Left forearm underneath the forehead. Right hand on the ankle. Again, we lift up. Exhale. And down. Again. Inhale. Extending the back, extending the thigh up. So the thigh bone should be off the floor here. And back down. 2 more. In breath. Exhale. Last one. In breath. Exhale. Beautiful work. Release the leg. Forearm to the side, and when you're ready, push the floor away. Bring the pelvis to the heels and stretch the arm long. Stay in the rest position here. Take an in breath. Exhale. 1 more breath. When you're ready, roll the spine up and come up to sitting position. Well done. Thank you for moving and stretching with me today. I'd like you to do this every single day, consistently, to improve the flexibility of your body. Let me know how you go. Share with me your journey in the comment below. I'll see you back tomorrow. The same